Hey, how's it going? I'm Skitty Beans, and today we are going to be watching another Casual Geographic video. I'm excited. This was a suggestion, so thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate it. We're going to be watching the candid affairs of the canine family, so I think this one's going to be interesting. Looking forward to watching this one. So if you do have any other suggestions or favorite animals, anything like that you want to share, put them in the comments below. I love reading them. Also, I want to say thank you guys so much. This past month, we gained over 100 subscribers, which seems so crazy to me. But I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. I really enjoy watching these videos. I enjoy making them. So I'm glad that our little corner of the animal internet place has grown so much. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much. If you are new here, if you wouldn't mind, if you could leave a like and subscribe, it would help me out a bunch. I also have Casual Geographic's video linked in my description below, so be sure to subscribe to him, watch his videos, give him lots of support. We really like him over here, so all right, let's get into it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I apologize for my outrage. When from the hood meets
That dog's like, no, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Oh, I love dogs. I'm a big dog fan.
from the wood. No word said, but he understood. Blood realized he is not that guy. What y'all know about the timber wolf?
I know that I think they're gorgeous and I want one. That's about it.
Also known as the northwestern wolf of Alaska and Canada, the timber wolf is arguably the largest wolf walking the earth and had a length of up to 7 feet and a max weight of over 150 pounds. If you're expecting an unhinged husky when you see a wolf, your expectation is going to be subverted like the Titanic. Now this is a fennec fox, and at an honest 3 pounds, the sand chihuahua weighs about as much as the MacBook I'm editing this on. But both fennec foxes and lupus final bosses are two ends of the canine spectrum, and today I'm going to try to talk about every canine-coded creature out there. But before
They're so cute, those little foxes. I love those big ears. Wolves, I think, are gorgeous. I think wolves are really pretty.
Before I do, I should probably address something. I made a video on the top 10 most misunderstood animals, and I honestly don't know how I yacked for almost 17 minutes and didn't once mention wolves. Forget top 10, there might not be 5 animals you've gotten more wrong about. First things first, there's no alpha wolf, it doesn't exist, I will fight you. The thing is,
Oh, okay. Actually, I really thought there was. Huh. Who knew? I love this little face. Little wolf face. I love it. I love it.
gotten more wrong about. First things first, there's no alpha wolf, it doesn't exist, I will fight you. The thing is, the guy that came up with alpha wolf did sell in a book after watching Wolves in Captivity. David Meck would then spend the rest of his career trying to take it back, imploring people not to buy the book and even trying to get printing presses to stop publishing.
Oh no. Misinformation gone wrong. Was it 1970? Let's see. He asked many times that it no longer be published. What bothers him most is the section he wrote on pack order. Oh. Oof. Oof. Well, I mean, sometimes you just get it wrong, and unfortunately he got it big wrong.
The rest of his career trying to take it back, imploring people not to buy the book and even trying to get printing presses to stop publishing it. But like a drunk Friday night tattoo, the alpha thing stuck no matter how hard he tried to scrub it off. In real life, the wolf pack is just a family. The 2 alphas are really just the 2 parents, and the rest are just generations of the kids that haven't left to make their own pack yet.
That makes sense though. You got, just like any family, got mom, dad, I guess it's like a blended family maybe. You got like mom, dad, kids.
Because I know a certain demographic's gonna try to fight me on that, I'm gonna say this. When the term alpha male was first used academically in 1921 by Monica Sumra, she wasn't talking about wolves. She was talking about chickens. A literal pecking order. Not even like roosters, I'm pretty sure she was on about vindictive hens. I'm just let
Yo, that's crazy. God, those chickens are so big. I still can't get over how tall they are. They're almost as tall as me. That is kind of terrifying.
A literal pecking order. Not even like roosters. I'm pretty sure she was on about vindictive hens. I'ma just let that marinate. But yeah, alpha wolves don't exist. At least not in the wild. I'm sure if you take a bunch of wolves that don't know each other and put them behind a fence, politics will look a little different. That's kind of like writing a book on human nature based on studying folks in max security. And unlike
Oof, yeah, that is a good comparison, huh? Like that's not really like a fair way to observe animals if they're in captivity like that, because obviously it's not going to be like a necessarily like a one-to-one experience that you're going to see. I get it.
look a little different. That's kind of like writing a book on human nature based on studying folks in max security. And unlike prison, a wolf pack is actually structured to avoid infighting. As a rule, you usually get 5 to 9 wolves in a pack. And because nature hates rules, in 2011, there was a pack of 400-something wolves terrorizing the town of... I'ma say...
Oh my god, I feel this so much. I feel this. I struggle with all kinds of words. So this, yeah, like, uh, he is a brave man. This is a brave man here. I get it.
There was a pack of 400-something wolves terrorizing the town of... I'ma say Verkoyunks, where they allegedly murked 30 horses.
He did better than I would have done. I'm not even gonna attempt it. I don't think yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Yep.
I'ma say Verkoyunks, where they allegedly murked 30 horses in 4 days.
Oh my gosh, 30 horses in 4 days. What is the pack? What is 400 wolves? Gosh. Oof. Yikes. What do you even do for that? I mean, I would imagine they're like you need like a small army to go deal with it, but then, I mean, is it, oh God, yeah, I don't know. That seems like quite a predicament to be in if you were that town.
Yeah, only in Russia. The alpha thing's not the only thing we've gotten wrong about wolves. We've been doing them dirty for decades. Like that time we thought wolves were pests when actually... You remember when I said nature's like a Jenga tower and some animals are the block that can bring it all down? The Op of Riding Hood is a keystone species that stabilizes the ecosystem. We know that because after humanity went ahead and wiped wolves off the Yellowstone census, the elk started wilding and eating all the plants, the songbirds and beavers that needed the plants went ghost, and without beavers, everything was damned. Not to mention, the one animal people arguably hated more ran through America. But we'll get to that.
Does he mean coyotes? I haven't seen that video. Maybe we'll have to watch it. But is he meaning coyotes? Is that what we're implying here?
The one animal people arguably hated more ran through America. But we'll get to that. All that and wolves actually kill less than 1%.
Oh, look at this little face. Oh, I have such a soft spot in me for dogs, wolves. I mean, like pretty much most animals, but I'm a big dog person.
We hated more ran through America. But we'll get to that. All that and wolves actually kill less than 1% of livestock, and that was the whole reason we went ahead and played God in the first place.
Oh, less than 1%. Oh, okay. I actually didn't know that. I actually thought it was a lot higher. So that's okay. Fair enough. That's really nothing.
And wolves actually kill less than 1% of livestock, and that was the whole reason we went ahead and played God in the first place. There's more too, like the fact that wolves are actually scared shitless of people.
Oh, are they? I mean, that makes sense.
Played God in the first place. There's more too.
I love this picture though. I mean, it's kind of cool, even though I don't know what's happening to this wolf. That's kind of that I don't know if I'm okay with, but I like old fashioned. I don't. Can you say old fashioned? Is it old fashioned? I don't know. Old photos that are black and white like this, or like with this. I don't know what you call it on here, but I also love like the old. I don't know. Like I know there's like a Instagram page that I follow, and it's like you can see like the city, what it looked like in like the 1800s or something like that, and like early 1900s stuff and it's like I love those pictures. I love those.
Too, like the fact that wolves are actually scared shitless of people, to the point where they'll avoid buildings, roads, and even the sound of a snowmobile can stress them. Big bad. How
fast that one ran!
It's only killed less than 40 people in North America, and about
less than 40 people in North America. Yeah, that's like nothing. they're just the misunderstood predator, aren't they?
About 30 of those happened before the 1900s. Meanwhile, this shit was last year. There's also little fake facts that personally grind my gears, like
Outrage after U.S. hunter who reportedly took wolf and bar and killed it only fined. Oh God, what? Oh, what the hell?
wolves don't howl at the moon. They howl mostly to communicate they face the moon because unless you're rallying earthworms, if you're making an announcement, you're probably facing up. They also howl to mark their territory, and sometimes they just do it for pack bonding.
I love little wolf howls. I love them, and that's okay if they're not howling at the moon. I mean, I think I thought that as a kid, not so much as an adult, though.
Facing up. They also howl to mark their territory, and sometimes they just do it for pack bonding.
That's so cool. Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
And then you got Tumblr's contribution. No.
We can all learn an invaluable leadership lesson from this pack of wolves. What is this? Three in the front are old and sick. They walk in front to set the pace. Next five are the strongest. Okay, the five behind them are also among the strongest. They protect the backside. Okay.
Actually, the opposite. It's the leaders of the pack, you know, the parents that, lead. And unless you're Norman
Yeah.
Bates Jr., you wouldn't put your crippled grandmother in front to deal with all the unbroken snow. And I don't know what to say about this except Hollywood.
Female wolf appears to hide under the male. She's actually covering his throat from their assailant while pretending to be scared.
And Wattpad have ruined the way some of y'all think about wolves. Into the Omegaverse ass poke. But yeah, wolves might be the most maligned animal out there. But I will say their PR has gotten way better. Meanwhile, coyotes have been catching more smoke than hot dogs in July. Wolves hate coyotes off
Oh my God. What the fuck? What? Jesus.
principle. Eagles and crows hate them because they fight for the same scraps. Trauma donkeys don't rock with anything canine. And a
Oh my
coyote can
God.
breathe and earn a cougar's wrath. And let a bear get a hold of one and shit gon' really get grisly. Even Mark Twain's written diss track towards coyotes was the honest to God inspiration for a pain magnet of a Looney Tune. Nah, but the contempt for
Aw.
coyotes wolves have is different. I've shown this clip like 20 times. And I'm gonna do it again, because you only need one wolf, maybe two if you're conservative, to get the job done. Do you know what it takes to motivate an entire pack to turn you into past tense? They basically Ronnie King the coyote. But don't feel too bad, because coyotes
Holy.
low-key won in the end. You see, when America was at war with wolves, there were also often coyotes like they were made of oil. But because coyotes are canine cockroaches, the attempts to cancel coyotes only led to more coyotes. The prairie
The cockroaches? No. I don't mind coyotes. I think they're kind of cool looking. Oh, my bad. That's like a weird place to stop. Okay.
But because coyotes are canine cockroaches, the attempts to cancel coyotes only led to more coyotes. The prairie pup apparently has a roll call, essentially a census where a female will call out, and if she doesn't hear a lot of coyotes back, it'll actually trigger a metabolic change to produce a bigger litter. And once
Oh, huh. That's actually really smart. That's actually really fascinating. I love this. I love this picture right here too. I don't know. I guess I mean I haven't really been around coyotes. Well, I mean like realistically, okay, like I've never really actually been around a wolf either. So, but I think they're both cool. I like them both. I think they're both really really cool.
one thing they have that wolves don't is coyotes are fusion fishing, meaning you can catch them in a pack, but if things ever get critical, they can break apart, split up, and spread out. The reality is, generations of being a wolf's chew toy prepared coyotes for everything humanity could possibly throw at them. Studies say you can Thanos snap 75% of a coyote population every year for 50 years straight, it still won't dent them. Today, you can find a coyote in
Oh,
every
wow.
state that isn't Hawaii, and it was humanity's hate boner that Ubered them. And that's why I love them. Like I said, they're alive entirely out of spite. I respect game, especially
We should watch a video on coyotes because I feel like there's a lot that I do not know, and yes, and now I'm very much intrigued. I'm very intrigued by this.
since at one point the wolf population in America was so down bad. Something, life finds a way, something, now we have coy wolves. In some places, virtually every wolf in the area has coyote DNA in it. Can I remind you that wolves are literally
Oh,
predators
okay.
towards the very animal they ended up getting Genghis Konged by? That's like if Thomas Jefferson was alive to see what would become of his bloodline. And considering you can find a coyote in Burbank, Orlando, and the Bronx, safe to say, they won the war. But foxes might have won the game of life. The wild carnivore with the most real estate on Earth isn't the leopard. It's not a type of eagle. It's the red fox. You can find foxes anywhere short of a penguin playground, and out of all wild dogs, foxes have the most range. Of course, you have the red, the most well-known fox, but also a lesser-known menace to other foxes. There's my
Don't be confused. Red foxes eviscerate Arctics in the wild. Oh. Oh, damn. I like foxes. I've definitely have followed some fox accounts on Instagram. I know everything's like related to Instagram. It shows you like how much of a brain rot I am, but but I follow a lot of animal accounts on there, and I did watch one where they were talking about like if like what it's like to own a fox, and it seems like it's a little chaotic and a little bit stinky.
personal favorite, the Arctic fox. Look at that canine cotton ball go. There's a term
It's
in
a
the
cutie.
Tibetan fox. Look at this dude.
He's totally unbothered.
Canine cotton
I
ball
can't believe
go.
they just
There's a
dive
term
into
in
the ground like
unamused
that.
Tibetan fox. Look at this dude. The aforementioned dune puppy, the fennec fox.
Oh my gosh, those ears! Oh, I love those ears. I just want to pet them.
And how can you forget the cross fox?
The cross fox? Ooh, that one's gorgeous. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. I like it. Like dark, mysterious. Oh, it kind of looks demonic. Oh, yes. You can live with me.
Which is really just a mutated red fox. I would shout out a shiny when I see one. Foxes were small enough and just cute enough to dodge the smoke everyone had for coyotes, which is why
Aw.
foxes are one of the few animals to actually do better in cities, with close to 500,000 living in the UK. Foxes are basically
Oh,
dogs
wow.
running cat software. They move like canine ninjas, they're mostly nocturnal, and they have vertical slits for pupils. And some, like the gray fox, have semi-retractable claws to climb trees. Yeah, foxes are an anomaly, but if
They look like they're so graceful too. It's kind of amazing. Which cats are pretty graceful, I would say.
foxes are an anomaly, jackals are a conundrum. Jackals are pretty much old world coyotes and they virtually have the same niche, so I won't go on about that. But I'm gonna explain why I call them a conundrum. As
It's
far
a
as we know,
jackal.
there are 3 species of jackals: the black-backed, the side-striped, and the golden jackal.
Jackals are so wild looking. I like them too. They're pretty cool. Though I've seen the black-back jackal. Like I think that's what I think of when I think of a jackal. The other two on the outsides, like the golden one and the sides, I don't think I've ever seen those before. My first time ever seen a picture. Because like in my head when I picture a jackal, I picture the middle one, the black-backed jackal.
One of these is not like the other. I'm gonna need y'all to lock in because this will get confusing.
Oh boy,
between these
okay.
3, the golden jackal isn't even closely related to the other 2. In fact, the
Oh.
golden jackal is actually closer to wolves and coyotes. Make sense? I hope
No.
so, because it only gets more confusing. Okay, so golden jackals
But
are
okay.
found in Africa and Eurasia, and for a while
Africa and Eurasia. Okay. Oh, they almost look like a little cartoon. I like it.
we assumed they were the same species, but you know what they say about assuming. Turns out the golden jackal of Eurasia diverged from the wolf-coyote common ancestor 1.9 million years ago. The African variety followed suit 1.3 million years in the past. So not only are there about 600,000 years of separation, African jackals are that much closer to wolves. So much that it was never a
Oh.
jackal at all. So now we say Africa has a golden wolf.
A golden wolf, because it's not even a jackal. Gosh, nature's so confusing sometimes. It's like I don't know, like all the beetle species, but they're like this, but they're not like that. Oh gosh, it all makes my head spin sometimes.
So, recap: 3 types of jackals, 2 types of golden jackals. Golden jackals
Yeah.
are closely related to the other jackals. One
Yeah.
of the 2 types of golden jackals is actually more related to wolves, and the other is an actual wolf. Also, this has nothing to do with anything, but I just wanted to add that jackals took a cue from coyotes. Something, something, Jurassic Bark, something, something, we have jackal-dog hybrids.
We have jackal dog hyper. That's okay. We just we need them all in this world, okay? They all deserve a place in this world.
One man bred a jackal dog to sniff out airport explosives.
Oh,
Think of that. Next are dingoes. Dingoes are weird. No,
dingoes are weird. I actually don't know anything about dingoes. other than, you know, that dingo ate your baby. That's about all I know.
Like literally, they're really weird for a dog. Dingoes are freakishly flexible and can turn their heads
Oh my
180
goodness.
degrees. They have wrists that can rotate like ours to the point where Houdini can unlatch gates and even turn doorknobs. They can climb trees. Because of course they can.
Of
By
course
the way,
they
don't look up
can.
dingo tree, you will regret it. They're the top
Dingo tree. Yeah, I don't. No, I'm good. I trust you.
land predator of Australia, and they have the widest jaws of any canine.
Oh, wow.
Wonder where they got that from. Dingo
What? Wait. What was
Australia,
that?
and they have the widest jaws of any canine. Wonder where they got that.
Ironically, dingoes pretty much filled in the role of the thylacine left behind. What is that? What? That looks crazy. That looks a little scary. I don't think I'd want to see that at night.
Dingoes also have no body odor and are the main reason a prison steroid bunny chooses waterboarding as a defense tactic. You'd expect a dog molded by Australia to be built different. The only thing
Let's take it on a kangaroo, bro. Holy Nikes! Wow.
stranger is where exactly they came from. Some say dingoes are pet dogs that saw Australia as free real estate, and others, they swear dingoes have been here for 10,000 plus years. But after a whole lot of debating, seems like we finally come to a consensus. Dingoes were more than likely airdropped by sea-traveling humans from the islands of Southeast Asia and China some 5,000 years ago, where they stayed isolated from anything canine until European settlers pulled up much later. Before that, dingoes had this relationship with indigenous Australians. Not exactly like pets, but they were chill with each other. After years of plot development, they would become the kangaroo nightmare we know them as today. They've been compared to New Guinea singing dogs, Carolina dogs, and Indian pariah dogs.
Indian pariah dog? What? Yo, that just sounds like a badass dog name. I have a pariah dog. That'd be sweet. Carolina dog looks cute. Oh, I love all their faces. I love all of them.
And if you look close enough, yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
there is another argument
sure.
as to whether dingoes are their own thing or just another subspecies of wolf. The way I see it, dingoes aren't from there, but they were brought there, and they've been there long enough to have a defined role in the system, and now you can't tell the history of the country without talking about them. Kind of like...
True. That's true.
Yeah, but at this point, dingoes are definitely their own thing, which makes people wanting them dead crazy. Basically, dingoes took a page from coyotes and jackals and got busy with the feral dogs around them. Problem is, some people use that as a loophole to justify murking dingoes on sight, since they could be like, oh, it's a hybrid, so it's not pure, so it's not protected. But contrary to popular belief, pure dingoes come in many colors, and most dingoes tested came back as pure.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, I love all the colors they come in. Oh, I love all those markings. Ugh, I don't know. I couldn't. I don't know. I think I'm too soft when it comes to animals. That like people that think like that. I'm just like, my brain does not work like that. I don't think like, oh, we need to like start murking every animal because of X, Y, and Z. You know, I understand like population control. But a lot of that, you know, like those animals get used, you know, like for whatever they get turned into. And it's not about like just hunting everything to extinction, you know, but I don't know. It's just, I just like them all to exist. I just like animals.
Contrary to popular belief, pure dingoes come in many colors, and most dingoes tested came back as pure. The way I see it, dingoes earned their spot at the Australian lunch table, even if one really did eat her baby. That's not a joke. A lot of y'all owe this woman an apology. So most canines are obviously social, and like I said, coyotes go with whatever's most convenient. But there's one dog that weaponizes the power of friendship better than arguably any other animal, and that is, of course, the African wild dog.
The African wild dog. Oh, I like this one. This one's cool. I have seen these or and heard of them, but I honestly don't. I don't really know anything about them. I just think they look really cool.
Can Y'all see that? Yeah. They have a put you on a shirt rate of 80%. Mostly because they're like homicide hounds running on Duracell. They don't get tired. They can easily run anything into exhaustion. But it's their teamwork that makes them OP. African dogs hunt in a relay form, with different dogs taking turns leading the chase. And once they make the kill, African wild dogs might be the only animals that let their pups eat first. Painted hounds are so down for each other that the hunt doesn't even happen unless the group votes on it. And they vote by sneezing. Get enough sneezes and the gazelle's fate gets sealed. Obviously,
By sneezing, that's how they vote. That's so cool. That's really sweet that the pups eat first too. That does seem kind of different, huh? I mean, I don't know if, I mean, it does kind of seem like, you know, majority of the time it doesn't seem like the babies usually get priority like that. So that's actually really cool. That's way cool. But I love these ears. I want to pet the ears. Let me touch the ears.
the lead dog's vote counts for the most, but enough underlings can decide the outcome if they stick together. Before they hunt, wild dogs have these ceremonies they do as a ritual that's pretty much a predatory pep rally. Their bond is so strong that there have been reports of rescued wild dogs getting so depressed from the separation from their pack that the grief literally kills them. And if a pup ever goes missing, the pack will put everything to the side and spend days looking for it. The loyalty of the African wild dog has no equal, but it might have a close second.
That's crazy. That's incredible. Oh, see, this is what I love learning about animals for. Like, this is, that's incredible. Animals are just so cool.
Voles are the forgotten wild dogs of Asia, both literally because they're related, but also because they too get carried by numbers. They usually hunt light work like deer, boars, and rodents. The family foxes have been recorded bringing down buffalo, gars, and there's even one case of D-holes apparently erasing a young elephant. The dog, though bigger than a border collie, has even shifted tigers and jumped leopards. You can't pull that off without some world-class communication. And
yeah, that, oh man, yo, these are like the S tier. S tier of formation here. That's impressive. That's really impressive.
Communication is what doles do best. Yeah, they whistle. It helps them keep track of each other in the dense jungle, but also makes them sound like a black-owned smoke okay. Please let this joke. They'll also pee while doing a hand.
Oh, I love his sense of humor. That is too funny.
Okay, it's 2024. Can we please let this joke? They'll also pee while doing a handstand to mark their territory. That has nothing to do with anything. I just thought it was fun. So Africa has wild dogs, Australia gets dingoes, North America and Europe both got wolves, and as you know, Asia gets the whistler. So what, did South America get left out? Of course not. This is a bush dog.
A bush dog. Oh, that's very cute. That's a little cutie right there. I'm sure it's terrifying. Its feet look really interesting though. Pretty cute. I don't know. It's pretty cute.
Not the rarest, but definitely the most underrated. We don't know that much about them. We even thought they went extinct for a minute. They for real look more like a stubby Wolverine or a Latino Tasmanian devil, but it's because they're perfect for their life in the dense jungle near water. And boy, do they love that water. They're the only wild dogs with webbed feet, and not only can they dive, they have no problems catching bodies in water. They'll even lure prey to water where another bush beast will be waiting. Speaking of prey, they'll usually violate rodents like agoutis or capybara, but they've also been known to tap out 500+ pound tapirs.
What? They don't even look like they're big enough to do that. Wow. That's really impressive. That's crazy.
It's like agoutis or capybara, but they've also been known to tap out 500+ pound tapirs. Now, if you've been paying attention, you might know the bush dog's closest relative. This is the short-eared dog, and it is not the closest relative. They're another dog we know almost nothing about. Almost everything we do know about him comes from a man accidentally buying one at a marketplace and ecologist Renata Lette Pittman getting a hold of him to study. What we do know is the females are way bigger than the males. They don't hit puberty until they're 3, which is pretty weird for a dog.
Oh wow, yeah.
One of the reasons you've probably never seen one before is they spend most of their lives in armadillo burrows. But yeah, the closest relative of the bush dog isn't its short-eared understudy. It's, it's the main wolf. Even though it's not a wolf or a fox. It's
What is this? This thing is wild looking. And it's got whole chicken in its mouth, this one. Look how long those legs are. I wonder how tall this is. Or how tall they get, because it looks really tall in this picture.
This is the main wolf. Even though it's not a wolf or a fox, it's really just its own thing. Every group has that one weird member. For birds, it's owls. For big cats, it's for sure the non-boring snow leopard. And for dogs, it's absolutely this slender puppy. Don't let the thigh fool you. A motivated Maine wolf can hit over 40 miles per hour. Between that and the fact that they literally have a black morph, best believe the Canine and Chanel boots has contributed more to cryptid culture than anyone realizes.
Are they the reason why people think we have skinwalkers? Because, I mean, can you imagine seeing that at night and you don't have good lighting and you just see those long ass legs and it's walking on all fours? I mean, I could see getting freaked out. I could definitely see it. This thing has created some urban legends. I can only imagine. It's gotta.
Best believe the Canine and Chanel boots has contributed more to cryptid culture than anyone realizes. You might be wondering what they could possibly be running from. Probably the law. Maned wolf urine smells so much like Snoop Dogg salad, they've gotten zoos raided by police. If God created the world in 6 days, he started freestyling on a Sabbath and came out with his canine casserole. They're the only canines that are completely solitary. They're the only ones with a mane. They feed so much for apples it got named after them. And yeah, the ankle biters are still waiting to get their legs back. I mean, they even sound like an identity crisis.
Oh. It sounds like a dog. That is wild. But not really a dog.
I wouldn't expect a skunk-scented, vertically gifted, apple-eating Waluigi hyena to sound any different. But I never would have guessed what they sounded like.
Oh, oh my god, these animal sounds are... Oh god, these are great.
I never would have guessed what they sounded like.
Oh my god, it sounds like a circus.
Don't be confused, it may be raccoon coated, but it's closer to a fox in face paint. The raccoon dog, also known as a tanuki, is proof that once again, same test, similar solution, homie, you know it's convergent evolution. They also inspired the Bakedanuki, a supernatural creature in Japanese mythology known for shape-shifting, and for other things like
Like what? What are the other things? Is this what it's on Animal Crossing? I mean, I think it's called the raccoon figurine or something like that. Don't judge me, okay? I love Animal Crossing. But it literally looks like this. Whatever this figurine is, that's exactly what it looks like.
Natural creature in Japanese mythology known for shape-shifting, and for other things I can't. In real life, raccoon dogs are the only canines.
I want to know what the other things are. I don't know anything about this kind of lore. What is it?
That hibernate, which is fitting because they might have caused the entire planet to hibernate in 2020, allegedly. Also, Tom Nook.
Okay, see, look, I don't feel so bad. He's making an Animal Crossing reference. Okay, so now I don't feel so bad.
Tanuki. Tom Nook the Tanuki. And
Tom Nook the Tanuki. No way. No. You think that's what it really is? I mean, he kind of looks like a raccoon, but he kind of doesn't.
Hibernate in 2020, allegedly.
Bruh.
Also, Tom Nook. Tanuki. Tom Nook the Tanuki. Anyway, only 2 zoos in America have raccoon dogs. So
I can't see it now.
Out of luck. But at least they're not endangered. Not like the last canine here. The Ethiopian wolf isn't just Africa's most limited carnivore. It's the rarest canine on Earth with less than...
Oh, those are really pretty too. Oh, they look so stoic. They look like they're very stoic to me.
500 in stock. The thing with them is they're really good at living off the rodents living in the Afro Mountains. They've even learned to hunt near grass-eating geladas for better results. But Ethiopian wolves are also specialists, which means they can really only function in one place. So you're actually looking at the panda of dogs, except they're actually 3 times rarer, with habitat loss, getting smoked by farmers, and overgrazing from competing cattle not exactly helping them out. They're actually pretty cool if you get to watch a couple videos of them, but if we don't get our shit together soon, videos are gonna be all we have.
Yeah, right? What he said, there's only 500 of them left. That's like nothing. Yeah, we gotta save them. We gotta save them.
And even though they're not technically hanging by a thread, wolves are still getting done dirty. They're still seen as pests in a lot of places and often murked on sight. Or you got wolf dogs bought to be a flex, only to be predictably thrown to the streets.
Oh no, I hate when people do that. I hate when people why animals like to be on trend, and then the next thing you know, they're like getting set out in the wild, or they get given away, or they are just left. It makes me sad, and it makes me a little angry that people are like that, you know, like either you love them and you want them, or like just don't have them, or you think they're cool, admire from afar, you know. But it does seem like that happens a lot with a lot of dogs and cats, and uh, I don't know. I guess there's I guess wolves now that I'm learning wolves. But there's definitely a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of animals that have gone through trends and people just had to have them, you know, and then I wonder how many of them end up getting given away, or they just get put out in the wild, which I mean, like that seems terrible, like a terrible idea, you know, like just because you don't want it anymore, and technically I guess it was like a wild, like it doesn't know, you know, so I don't think you should just like open the door and be like, okay, like we're gonna set you free. Like that doesn't, well, I don't like that. People need to be more responsible with their animal purchasing decisions, you know. But I guess in my mind, to me, having an animal is like indoctrinating like a family member into my life, you know. So I don't know, but that's just me. I know some people have animals and they're, you know, like it's just an animal to them, you know. It's like, yeah, like we like them, but you know, they're not like our whole life. Like I will make an animal my whole life, you know what I mean? that is that is who I am. Like that thing will live its best life with me, and I will make sure of it.
It's a good thing we got places like the Howling Woods Farm in New Jersey. It's a sanctuary for wolf dogs that were
Oh,
abandoned only to be
good.
given a second chance at life. That absolute unit, his name's Orion. They all have different combinations of wolf and different
Aw.
personalities. Some are 30, 40% wolf, some are up to 95. As you can see,
Aw.
I don't discriminate. Even Sirius the Tripod got a lot of love. Don't tell the others, but she's my favorite. I really feel like if we had more places like this, wolves would be
Oh,
so
I
much
love
better
this.
just on PR. And it's not just wolves. Howling Woods has coyote dogs too, although you can't really go in with them. This isn't sponsored, by the way. They're not paying me or anything. I just really believe in what they're doing. And if you do too, the link to donate to their sanctuary will be in the description. I'll be
Oh yeah, you should donate. We need it. I feel like most places need funding, like sanctuaries, animal shelters, all that. We definitely, you know, I maybe could be more giving. So that's great. That's great that he put this out there for them, because I think what they're doing is amazing. That's really good. I'm glad he got to go see them. I love this video.
personally pledging a decent amount. But that's gonna do it
Aw.
for this video. Make sure you drink water. Tell your father you appreciate him. Mom too, I ain't forget about y'all. Make sure you spread the word, the wolf word, and I'ma see y'all in the next one.
Oh, I love this. Oh, I love it. The
The African
howls.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh, we're gonna see his
Hello?
dog. Oh, yeah.
Hey girl.
Oh, hi.
The camera can't even see you. I'm sorry. We use this for bloopers. Why are you always giving me your butt, dude?
Aw.
Damn. I know where that smells. Smells big.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah? You got your camera time?
Oh, what a sweetheart. Oh, I love this. This is a great video. I love this video. This is really good. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. I really, really enjoyed this. This was great. Great video. I love his stuff though. I always learn so much. I had no idea about so many of those kind of like one-off wolves, fox, hybrid. I don't even, you know, I don't even know what we call them at this point, but great video. Loved it. Be sure to go subscribe to Casual Geographic. He does such great work, and I loved this video at the end where he got to go to that little sanctuary. I love that. Love that. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you don't mind, if you could leave a like and subscribe, it will help me out a bunch. But I will see you guys in the next one.